obviously, for those who don't know, we're going to take it back a bit to the beginning. So, where did you grow up?
Me, South London, Thornton Heath, to be
Fulton.
exact. Yeah,
Yeah,
Thornton
is
Heath is
that
like,
is that's where Crepton Corners from as well?
yeah, Crepton Corners from there, Stormzy. Yeah, a couple man from there. It's like Croydon sides. In between
Okay.
Croydon and West Norwood, isn't it?
And so how did you get into music? Because I've seen a few interviews and like Sleeks and certain other ones. About they've talked about your friend that passed away, and he had a studio in his house. Is it Solomon?
Solom, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad, like, it's mad, because Solon would have probably been part of the man them, like, the group, innit,
Yeah.
if we never passed in that car. Solon went to my school, innit?
Yeah.
Me, Sleeks and Solon, we went to the same school, couple other man. Inch went to my school for a hot second as well. Like, we was all close, innit? Like a close unit.
So
But then outside of school, we had the man them, innit? Like, back then it was squeeze section, innit?
yeah.
And then we was kind of like just doing our thing on the roads and that.
What? So while you were squeeze section, you were still doing music from
Yeah,
then?
we've been doing music from literally school days, like, but squeeze section was, obviously there was man outside of school as well, innit? Like, the
Yeah.
rest of the man them. And it was all just one, innit? Like, doing obviously other shit, but music as well. We all had a love for music.
So was Solomon the engineer? Was he the producer, made the beats, or was he
He
a
was,
rapper
obviously he
as
was a
well?
rapper as well, but technically he was like an engineer as well. Cause we used to go to his house and we used to fucking rap on them times we used to buy a microphone from like Poundland or something like that, like some mad mic, and we used to put the sock on it as the muffler and that. And he used to have the software in his computer and that, he all paid for it and
What
that.
was it, like Fruity Loops or?
I don't even know, what was it? Mixcraft, some old school thing, bro. Mixcraft. And then all the man, and there'll be like 20 man in Solom's room and that, just bunning it down and that. And like, yeah, everyone just slap on like a verse. And you know what I mean? We just made bare tunes coming out of Solom's bit. Them times it was like Bluetooth and that. Like,
Yeah.
so,
So you've got family members as well. That's into music as well. Like your sister's a singer, and then you've got another singer. Another sister that's a dancer. She's a professional dancer, and she's danced for people like Rihanna,
yeah.
and The Voice, and things like that. So was that part of like your musical influence growing up as well, knowing that what they're doing?
I wouldn't say it's part of my influence, but it was like, it was good to know that they're doing stuff as well. She's introduced me to certain people and that. She was doing on big stages and stuff like that as well. She was with like JLS and stuff like in the early beginnings and that. She used to kind of tell me certain things, innit? Certain info
So
and
it
that.
runs in the family.
Yeah.
So back to the like Fulton Heath thing you said about Stormzy as well, and that's one thing that I've noticed, that whether it was Mobos or in your music videos, like Stormzy's always been like quite prominent, like there as one of you guys.
Yeah.
Like, even though he wasn't.
Yeah, Stormzy was like, he's the man then from the ends as well, innit? But obviously, in the end, you had different circles, innit? Stormzy had his circle, we was like our circle, but we was always close knit together. So when we had like shoots and that, Stormzy used to come, he had shoots, he used to come, but we was just on different paths, innit? But Stormzy was always like focused doing his thing as well, innit? So we always kind of supported him. It was like coming up at the same kind of time, innit? You know
Yeah.
what I
So
mean?
who actually blew first? Did you or Stormzy?
I'd say we was doing the same thing at the same time, just we was in different lanes, innit? Stormzy
Yeah.
was kind of doing the grime thing
Yeah.
at that time as well, innit? Whereas we weren't really dabbling in grime as much. We was just rapping, like, I can't even say, some of it was grime, some of it was trap rap, drill, like, so he was more defined genre, innit? Like, so the grime fans from before, they all kind of took to Stormzy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas with us, we was just making music really still.
So what's your relationship like with Stormzy now?